Hey everybody, we are here today in the town of Cornelius with some amazing people that own the co-owners of the Cycle Path. It is kind of a play on words. Gail and I were just talking about that. We're here with Mark and Evan. They are co-owners, and we're just going to kind of dive in, talk about how they got started. Gail Jackson on our team, she's an agent on our team. She has a lot of personal experience here, so she's going to be talking too. So let's just get started and find out what we need to learn.
Thanks, Amanda. So when we were thinking of other businesses that we wanted to highlight in the area, the Cycle Path, which, by the way, the coolest name. I didn't get it until I said it out loud, the little play on words there, so well done. But the Cycle Path definitely came to mind because Tim and I, my husband and I, were looking for bikes about a month ago, and he did a ton of research online, just did all the things looking just to make sure we made the right decision. Came in here, and we just had the best experience. Matt was our sales guy. He took such great care of us, and so when we were thinking of businesses to highlight, I was like, let's talk to them and just kind of get their story. Yes. So thank you guys for being willing to take some time today.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Evan, I know that there are multiple bike shops in the area. People, have the option, a lot of different options around. So I was just hoping you could tell us a little bit about kind of what sets the Cycle Path apart from other bike shops.
That's a really good question. I think for us, it's just customer service, and regardless of whether you're coming in the door for an inner tube or a new custom bike, like we really try to roll the red carpet out for everyone and give them our attention and attention to detail of whatever products they're interested in, and just good customer service. I think for me, when I decided to get into this business, this was my passion. It was something that I loved, so I wanted to do it right. And I just, it's not all about just making money. It's about just building a community from the outside in, especially in today's world where we have so many options of online stores. So, we work hard to take care of our customers.
Love that. That's great. I can totally attest to that. The Saturday that we were in here looking for our bikes, and again, Matt helped us out and did such a great job. I noticed that there were probably clients in here from maybe age 12 that were popping in and asking if they could get an inner tube, tire changed. And then some, they look like professional mountain bikers, they're spending thousands and thousands on a bike, and everybody was treated with the same respect and the same, level of service. And so I totally saw that come through. So that's great.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you mentioned Matt, because our employees, we have the best employees that we've ever had at the shop, and we're so thankful that we have such caring guys like Tyler and Matt that they treat this business like it's their own, and we couldn't do it without them. And I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because it's not, the Cycle Path is not just Mark and I. We are the owners, but we are a team here, and we're also a family, and we look out after each other. And I think that's the other thing that makes this place really super special. Yeah. And you just get that family warm hospitality when you come to the Cycle Path. So
that's great. Because this is kind of highlighting businesses in the community. I know you had mentioned a little bit before that you have some like events or things that are coming up in the community.
We do a couple events a year. We have a thing called Fisher Fest that we started this past year, and it's a 2-day bike festival in the fall out at Fisher Farm Park. And this last fall, I guess we had 250, 300 mountain bikers that kind of came together. We had some racing and some fun events and music and food. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then part of the trail system that I built out there, it's been closed for a while, and we're actually setting it up for the 23rd of April. We're going to have a kind of reopening. The trail's been freshened up, and we're just going to have a good Sunday afternoon fun of riding bikes and doing what all of us and our customers love to do.
That's awesome. And if people wanted to know more information about that, where would they find that?
You could look on our Facebook page. Probably the first of next week I'll have that up and loaded. So
awesome. Okay, great. Thanks, Evan. Yeah. Okay, Mark, I would love to hear a little bit about how you and Evan got started, how this business came to be, and maybe even how you and Evan came to be working together. Could you tell us just a little bit about your start?
Sure. The business was started back in January 2006.
Oh, wow.
I had a previous career as an auto mechanic for about 20 years and wanted to do something new, something passionate, not as hard on the body.
Yeah.
So the original owner of this business, oddly enough, his name was Evan.
Oh, wow.
Last name.
That's funny.
So I talked to him, and we worked out a deal that I purchased the rest of his inventory and bought the bike, the shop from him.
Neat.
And we started up January 18th, 2006.
Okay.
Then 2014, Evan joined me.
Okay.
He came in as my overall manager.
Uh-huh.
And then he grew with the shop, put a lot of sweat equity into it, really helped build the business to where it is today. And he became a partner 2017, 2018.
Okay.
There wasn't anything like official, but it just kind of happened.
Morphed into being.
Yep.
That's great. Now, was the business here in this location that whole time? Or?
It was.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So it's been in this location since
That's
2006, and actually the 3 years before I owned it.
That's
It was a
great.
different bike shop.
Oh, okay. That's
So there's
awesome.
a lot of history to it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I know just from talking to you a little bit when we were here buying bikes, and then also today, that you are really passionate about the trail system in the greater Charlotte, Mecklenburg area, and just advocating for that. Can you just tell me a little bit about what that means, how you go about doing that?
Yes. So I started mountain biking probably the early 90s.
Oh, wow.
And just was riding and never really knew where the trails came from or how it all came about. So I learned late 2000, early 2001 about the group called the Tar Heel Trailblazers.
Okay.
Been a nonprofit organization building trails in the area since 1990.
Wow.
So 33 years
Long
now.
time.
Got involved with them. Got involved with starting the trails up in Lake Norman State Park.
Okay.
And then I got the opportunity a couple years later to build some trails in the town of Davidson, Fisher Farm Park.
Wow.
And just always been super passionate about it. I like working with my hands. I've always worked with my hands, and it just seemed like a natural progression to go from trail building to owning a bike shop, and it just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Just kind of another thing that maybe sets you apart from other bike shops. You're not just in here selling bikes, you're actually out in the community.
Right. Yeah, we touch
advocating.
pretty much all facets of it.
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
awesome.
So, and it's kind of cool. You meet a lot of different people, a lot of unique people.
Yeah.
That ride bikes, and the range is everybody from somebody that uses it as their transportation
Yeah.
to doctors, dentists.
Right?
Yep.
Racers, do you have like professional bikers that come in here and do?
Some, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some that have raced on a pro level, and there's some really good riders.
Yeah,
Both
I know
road
there's
and mountain.
some really nice bikes in here, so
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise
Yeah.
me. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, wondering if you could just share with us a little bit. Obviously, you sell bikes and equipment in here, but could you just tell us a little bit about what other services that you offer the bike community?
We do a lot of services for just about any bike that has two wheels
Okay.
on it. BMX bikes, road bikes, hybrids, comfort bikes, beach cruisers, mountain bikes.
Wow.
Any bike that's out there, we do work on. We also provide custom bike fittings for road and for mountain. Evan, my partner, does that. He's a certified body geometry fit technician through Specialized.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep.
That's
There
great.
is.
That's neat.
And he's done a lot of fitting even before he became certified with Specialized as well. But
Okay.
he's had years and years of experience, both road racing, crit racing, mountain bike racing, and he really brings that all together in what he does, both with his coaching and with the fits. Really works with the customer to work through any issues that they might have anatomically, or if they have any issues that they want to try to work on, try to gain more power out of the bike, more comfort out of the bike. He's definitely excellent at that.
That's great. That's awesome.
Another thing we do a lot of custom suspension setups. And another thing we'll be getting into soon, later this year, we'll be doing some suspension rebuilds on shocks
Oh, wow.
and forks.
Okay, so that's
Out there.
something people can look for in the
Yep.
future.
Definitely, and we'll have that on our website,
Okay.
on our Facebook page. If you want to see, if you want to get in contact with us, also we have an Instagram page, we have a
Okay.
Facebook page, and then of course our website as well.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much, Mark and Evan and Gail. Gail is a fabulous agent on our team, and she, with all her personal experience here, was very passionate about helping out with this interview. So happy you were here with us. Yes, and got some great information from you guys. Really excited about that. And just come out and support these guys. Can you tell us how to get in touch with you? Give us contact information. That would be great.
You can contact us through our website at www.thecyclepath.net, or you can give us a call at 704-896-3331.
Thank you so much.